This is a channeled message of clarity and confirmation for the collective. I have had the song Balm in Gilead stuck in my head all morning, and I couldn't figure out why per se. I even went and looked at the lyrics, and nothing really spoke to me because it is a very traditionally Christian gospel song. And as I'm sitting here at my desk, I see that I have the burden on the bottom of the deck sitting next to me. Ooh, and now I'm seeing past lives and the dream. I'm going to leave those out because those all feel very important to this message. Because in a past life for me, in this existence, I was a devout Baptist Christian, and it worked for me. I was able to find peace in there being a balm in Gilead, there being a being to save me. But I don't identify with that anymore. And I have found that the transition in consciousness, the elevation, the awakening into the fifth dimension, that's heaven on earth, where you're able to anchor heaven on earth. Like those of us who have been raised with throat chakra blockage, raised religiously, have been indoctrinated into believing that heaven is something that you can only experience outside of a physical vessel. But I have been able to bring that vibration to earth, and that is such a humbling thing for me to be able to say, because it is my truth. And I'm looking at the bottom of the deck that I have in my hand, which is Temperance, which is an earth angel. And there is this idea that, somebody else needs to save you. But really, all you have to do is choose that you are safe. You are divinely protected, and all is well. And so is everyone you come in contact with. There is no... working with... because I still, Jesus is still a name that I call on, because Jesus is an ascended master. This deck that I have right here, can't pick up these are ascended masters and archangels. There are many ascended masters that have achieved the point of enlightenment where they're able to share and speak in a way that bring people peace. But that peace is meant to be found internally. Yes, Jesus had to speak in parables, but that's because the things that he was talking about, there were not human words for, that were not just comparisons to things that humans were already able to comprehend. There is no way to receive the full understanding of what being in higher dimensions and higher densities, of consciousness without some form of word that the human receiving that word can put a limitation on, because that's the limit of communicating with language, is with the English language for sure, is that there are so many words that mean the same thing but also mean different things, and when paired with other words they mean something else then too. And there's so many filters that the human has that they are unable to see that they're being handed the key. If somebody were to say to you that this burden, that was where the message was originally going, that heaven to earth energy in the fifth dimension. You can't carry anything with you, and that's what they say about heaven. You can't take it with you. You have to be willing to let go of anything that is not you. You have to release anything that is not you. The material things will come. That's why the Nine of Pentacles came out here. The material things will come. The more you... Temperance came back out. Will come when you anchor this frequency, but you have to be in a state of non-attachment. You can't be so attached to receiving the thing that you forget to feel. The point of the fifth dimension is to be so in tune with your physical vessel that you don't even yearn for external input. The divine masculine and divine feminine union within is the epitome of love. It's the divine union within. We always talk about divine union like in earthly partnership, but it happens within first, and then that's when you receive it on the external in the way that is actually a divine union. Because you can have partnership. Six of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. And it's not lost on me that all the cards coming out right now are pentacles, are like 3D manifestations, because in the fifth dimension, like you've released your attachment to basically everything. I know I have. I literally quit my job with no plan B, meaning I am willing to let go of everything. Like if I don't even know how to put words to that, but I have no attachment to anything anymore. Like, and not in a lack of love kind of way, but in so much love that I want, I don't, how do I even put that into words? Because it's like, it's a level of realization that I don't think I've ever put words to before. Like, it's like, I'm so grateful for the 3D possessions and experiences that I have, that I'm so ready to have new and different ones, that I'm not attached to the ones that I'm having right now. Another Pentacle, Eight of Pentacles, because I've been doing, like, so that's the thing. When you work in the 5D, it's not work. You're doing the thing that feels good to you, which for me is this. Sharing messages with you all is what makes me feel good. This brings me joy. Like, I know that I'm able to relay things in a way that bring clarity and confirmation. Like, that is my whole mission, is to bring clarity and confirmation to the collective, so that you know that what you are going through, you are not alone. You, like, this transition in consciousness, these light codes that are being shown down to earth, literally, look at the imagery, straight into the third eye. This is a mass awakening on a scale that human beings have never seen before. And me having been aware of its coming, of its presence, like, for, I don't know, at this point, looking back, it feels like over a year at least, I've been well aware that this was the time that was coming, but I just didn't have the words for it. And I'm seeing this four of Pentacles energy, literally all Pentacles. This is that stingy, holding on to everything kind of energy. A year ago, this is where I was. I needed to have it all. It's like, okay, I have the enlightenment, but I need to make sure I have a replacement for my income before I can do anything that feels good to me. Death and rebirth, literally a whole change of paradigm. Judgment. I came in, like, the connection, the higher self ego integration that I have experienced has made it so much easier for me to make decisions from the heart without having to question. So now these seeds that I have planted are they're blooming. Like I have been on this journey, committed for over a year now, like, of knowing that I am awakening, I am ascending, that I am shifting dimensions, that I am a multi-dimensional being, that I am a new human inhabiting the new earth. Like, I have known this in my heart of hearts for over a year now, which means that those seeds that I have been planting are now beginning to take root and blossom and bloom and grow into things that I have no idea, because the seeds have been under the ground for so long that I just had to let go and allow them to show up. Ace of Wands, these are new manifestations. They're showing up in a way that does not make sense. Like, yes, you are able to see these visions of yourself in your mind's eye, and they might seem grandiose and so big and maybe even unattainable if you have not opened your awareness enough to realize that there is nothing that is impossible. The birthplace of everything you have ever encountered was the mind. Every single thing you've ever encountered, the birthplace of that thing was the mind. Therefore, allow your manifestations to show up without doubt. That is the true burden that needs to be released. Release all doubt. And I know that may not be the simplest task, which is why I created the Release Resistance Workbook, which is at the link in my bio. It is free right now. It won't be forever, but that's the first place to start. Realize where you are carrying resistance, because that is what delays the manifestation. It's like watering your plants with dirty water. Like, oh, I want this thing to grow, but I'm feeding it poison. Don't do that. Release the doubt. Trust that if you desire it, with a pure heart and pure intentions, that it is yours.